Today we are going to be reacting to Florence and The Machine and her new album, Everybody Scream. I am so excited for this one. I know it came out on Halloween and I wasn't going to be able to react to it on Halloween because I was at a concert. But I'm reacting to it now and I am so freaking excited! If you would like to see this video completely uncut and if you would like to watch me watch the music videos, then do become a patron. The link for that will be in the description. And if you want to see me watch the music videos for free next time on another video, then you should follow me on Twitch because I stream these videos live nowadays and I react to the music videos on stream, so that's for free. But obviously I know not all of you can join me live because of time zone differences. Some of you just don't want to watch a live stream, totally understandable. So that's why I'm still making videos for YouTube, of course. YouTube is my baby and I will always be making videos for YouTube. But yeah, become a Patreon, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, look at all the links in the description. You know what to do. But yeah, let's get into it. Everybody Scream, Florence and the Machine. I'm so excited. Feels like forever since we had a Florence and the Machine album. And I've heard a couple songs on it so far. And yeah, ready to hear more. Let's go. I'm so excited. Okay. Yes, when I'm reacting though, I'm not going to be able to look at what you're saying only because I'm going to be reading the lyrics and the chat doesn't just pop up and everything. Yes. Yeah, behave everybody. I mean, you can have fun, but obviously no weird shit, guys, okay? Don't get, well, you can be weird, but no, you could be freaky too, but no nasty, well, nasty, but like, no dodgy stuff. You're all great. Okay, let's go. Everybody Scream is the first song. I'm so freaking excited. I'm pressing play now. Have I heard this one? I'm like, wait a minute, did I hear this one already? Yeah, I think I did, didn't I? It feels like ages ago though. Yeah, I definitely heard this.
Get on the stage and I call her by her first name. She gives me everything, I feel no pain.
I break down, get up and do it all again.
Because never enough can come here and scream as loud as I want.
This bit, the halftime.
Here I don't have to be quiet. Here I don't have to be kind, extraordinary and normal all at the same time. But how can I leave you when you're screaming my name?
Shaking my gold like a tambourine. I remember that so much.
I'll make you scream. Everybody dance! Here I can take up the whole of the sky, unfurling, becoming my full size.
Screaming my name.
Everybody move! Everybody scream! Everybody shake! Everybody up! Everybody scream! The medicine, the smells, and the injection, madness and the mystery. Oh, what has it done to me? Everybody scream!
Ah, so good. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Wait, what? What's this bit? Why has it got a big long bit at the end? Huh? Is that real? Is that just my thing being weird or is this... Oh yeah, oh sorry, it's just my laptop being weird. I was like, what? It has like a whole... It says the song is 5 minutes 39. Spooky. That is spooky. But anyway, whew. Wow. I absolutely love it. It's so good. It's literally amazing. So powerful. Such a great opener. I'm so glad that that is the opener. I'm pretty sure this one has a music video, so I'm definitely going to be checking that out at the end. Definitely. I'm so excited to. Oh my gosh, it is so good. But I did actually already react to that, so I don't want to go into all the lyrics and everything about it because I have already reacted to it. It's actually on my last video on YouTube where I reacted to a compilation of songs that I'd missed out on in 2025 and so on. So it's super easy to look up. I'll probably put it a little picture here or like put the little watch it here. I'll put a link in the description. You know, you'll find it. It's easy. But yeah, because I feel like I spoke about it a little bit more on that bit. I went into a bit more detail. I don't think I need to do the whole thing again. But yes, I can absolutely imagine the live version on any show. I love Graham Norton, but I can imagine on any show it is so good. I'm really hot. All right, okay, let's keep sweating through it though. Next one is One of the Greats, another one I reacted to on stream. I reacted to this on stream when I did my spooky song stuff, and I didn't make a version for YouTube because I just had no time. But it is on Patreon, uncut in all its glory. I reacted to One of the Greats, and yeah, freaking loved it, by the way. Again, interesting that this one's second because it feels like one that is, it's like very like tense and it builds a lot, feeling like it's going to burst into something, you know, very much like there's more to come from it, you know. It doesn't feel like a ending, it feels like a beginning, but as it builds and tells you, I don't know, let's just freaking listen to it. I'm so excited. I've just been informed that Ethel is doing background vocals on this song and I didn't even realise that before. I don't think I realised it. I don't think I did. So yeah, let's go. I reckon I'll like hear it now.
I called up from under the
Hang on a minute.
coughing dirt, spitting out my song. So
I need to hit you with this because it's a cool song.
and with each bedraggled breath, I knew I came back from the dead to show you what it takes to conquer and to crucify, to become
One of the greats. Woo! It's cool. You know, she was very inspired by Patti Smith, so it very much gives a bit of Patti Smith, for sure. And I don't know a lot about Patti Smith, apart from the few songs I've heard, but...
You see yourself hung on the wall, but that song is not about you. I wrote down all my fumbling visions, transmitted via television. Cried, hung over in a hotel closet.
Damn.
Did I get it right? Arms outstretched back from the dead. Streetlights bursting overhead. It's my childhood dream made flesh. In my dresses, in my flowering sadness. So like a woman to profit from her madness. I was only beautiful under the light. Burned out at 36. Why did you dig me up for this?
That's such a cool line.
Streetlights bursting overhead, arms outstretched back from the dead. Yeah, you say it's all pretend that I could never be great, being held up against such male taste. One of the great.
Oh, you are one of the greats. You are one of the greats, Florence.
This one is all mine. I'll be up there with the men and the 10 of the women and the 100 greatest influence of all time.
Yes.
Must be nice to be a man and make boring music just because you can. Second favorite frontman, and you would have me if you weren't so afraid of me. And power, very sexy. So this one's
Not on a woman anyway.
Did I get it right? Did I get it right? Do I win the prize? Arms outstretched back from the dead. Streetlights bursting overhead. Streetlights bursting. Too feminine to function. A pile of bodies and a trail. I will let the light in. I will let some love in. I will be happy. It will be perfect. I will let the light in. Arms out.
Is that vocal in the back, Ethel? Is that like someone doing a falsetto? Or is that me, another instrument? Wow, that is a vocal with a violin. Wait, what is going on? That's cool. Woo! Oh my gosh, wearing the glasses. I've just seen myself in the sunglasses on the video, and that was the best thing I could have done while listening to this. Just seen myself in the camera, and I'm like, fuck, I look cool. That was actually very cool. And I did hear Ethel, not just at the end there, I heard her in there. Oh, wow. Wow. Right, let me go get a frickin', you know. Yeah, you know. You know what's cool? Like, listening to a song like that, right? Listening to a song like that, having the sunglasses on, and just like, I don't really know how to explain it, but it's like being able to listen to that in front of you. Sounds very strange, but I guess it is strange, but it almost feels like I'm being really vulnerable, because the way a song like that makes me feel is very deep. It's like a very deep, meaningful feeling. It feels like this different, like a different part of me from a different place and a different time, or like, it's almost like a soul feeling is what I'm trying to say. It's got this coolness to it, and it's sort of like, it's almost like an anger to it in there, but it's powerful. It is feminine power. And she even talks about how, like, you know, that's scary to men, and like how she'll be one of the greats, she'll be one of 10, you know, amongst the hundreds of men that are up there. It's this real deepness, and it feels very powerful, so powerful that it feels vulnerable. Loving it so far. I'm only on song 2, so you haven't, don't worry, you've not missed loads or anything, and I have actually reacted to these songs before, so the rest of the album I haven't heard now. Oh, that song, it does something to me, it really does. That feeling, I have not felt that while listening to music in a long time, and I've felt that I have felt that feeling many times, but it's through music that you really get to access that feeling. You get to feel, it's potent. What she's saying is potent. The words are potent. They're very real. They're very meaningful. It's interesting that she's saying she's been awoken from the dead. Is it like she's saying, oh, damn, and like, you brought me out for this? Like, what's it for then? Is there going to be more context? Is it like I don't know, what's the context there? I guess, like, you know, someone told me about the Zane Lowe, I think it might be Nick, said about the Zane Lowe, Vader's pet pig, said about the Zane Lowe interview. That explains the album. So it'll be really interesting to see that and like look more into like everything and whatever. But yeah, God, it's such a deep, powerful song. Should we just have like a little look at some of it? Just this bit. I did my best, tried to impress. My childhood dream made flesh. So yeah, she's saying, you know, my childhood dream of becoming a singer is made flesh, and I tried my best, I tried to impress, yeah? And my dresses and my flowering sadness, so like a woman to profit from her madness. So like a woman to profit from her madness. Yeah, like women making songs of their like pain and sadness, but madness almost being like a sort of sarcastic way of saying emotion, and maybe, you know, being like, profit of her emotions, her sadness and madness, and because women are constantly being called crazy, you know. I was only beautiful under the lights, only powerful there, burned out at 36. Why did you dig me up for this? That's what I'm wondering about. What do you mean, why did you dig me up for this? Shall I have a quick look, see if there's anything written? Let's just see what it says here. Florence references her near-death in... Oh. Okay. Florence references, so even like the back from the dead, arms outstretched under the overhead light, like, oh. Florence references her near-death experience at the age of 36. Her mortality forces her to question the priorities in her life, and a large one being her relationship with performance, the stage, and her career as a whole. Florence expresses self-doubt over whether she can separate her identity from her career, whether her being granted the great status is because of or in spite of living through her near-death experience. She commented on those lines. Guys, please, is this near-death experience a real thing? Do any of you know? Oh, she did? Oh, don't. Actually, hang on. That's so sad. My mum had that, and my mum nearly died. Oh, no. That's really... My mum, like, literally, like, her tube burst. My mum was, like, pregnant, and her tube burst on Christmas. And she had to have life-saving, surgery to save her life. And it was a baby that they wanted as well. So it was like going to be my little sibling. So that's actually really sad. That's like, not only is it a really extremely sad experience for a woman to go through, like, especially if Florence maybe wanted the baby, I don't know. But that's already extremely sad, but the fact that you almost lost your life as well, it's like such a confusing place to be, because you're so sad that you lost your child, but you also don't want to lose your life, and it's just very, like, scary. That's so sad. So, at the last legs of touring that album, she was starting to feel hopeful and tried having a child with her long-time on-again, off-again boyfriend. She got pregnant quickly and was very happy. Unfortunately, she miscarried because it was an ectopic pregnancy. She was feeling sick just before a show, but decided to perform through the pain, not realising what was happening. She felt the pain go away during the performance. Her doctor told her to get a scan, so she got it the next day and had to be rushed in for emergency surgery because her fallopian tube ruptured. And she had a lot of internal bleeding. I know exactly how that works because of my mum. I remember how scared we all were. I was a kid. We were kids at the time too, but she went back to perform the end of the tour. Only 10 days later, this entire album is about dealing with that trauma and using the creation process of making the album part of how she healed. Thank you so much for writing all that down. That's actually so sad, and I feel like I'm starting the whole album sad now. That's why that fucking song feels so powerful, though. And I'm sure there's going to be more powerful songs, but that's why. I was trying to explain to you, like, something about that song feels like it's touching my soul as a woman. Like, there's this power to it. She's absolutely done it perfectly. And I was also going to say, it's interesting that it reminds me of Patti Smith, another strong woman who she was inspired by. And also I was thinking, like, the rocky aspect and sort of like, because I saw the little visual of her in the car. I didn't see a lot of that visual, but I saw a bit of it. And she was looking very masculine sort of thing, purposely. And I thought it's funny because the song has like a weirdly male energy as well as female energy. But the male energy only enhances the female energy because it's not really male energy. It's actually female energy. But we would think it was male energy because we always associate power with men, right? And we also associate rock music with men a lot of the time too. So it was very clever, and I felt that very strong. Whew. Okay, thank you so much for letting me know. Really crazy because obviously, like I said, my mum literally went through that. So it adds a little layer of like personal stuff to me, not only because I'm a woman myself who is a mum, but it actually happened to my mum. And then obviously now you're telling me it's happened to Florence, who's someone that I admire and absolutely love. So it's like, wow, really painful stuff, but so cool that she's written about it. And it's freaking cool that she's turned that into this, and like she was saying, women profiting off their madness or whatever, but she isn't profiting off her madness or sadness. She is absolutely just writing something for people to understand, actually, and it's good. It's a good thing that people are aware of that. But anyway, let's move on. This one's called Witch Dance. Okay, let's get witchy now. I'm feeling really emotional after that one. I'm trying to... Let's witch dance it up. Let's go. Oh. Oh, okay, I like this vibe. This feels a bit more fun.
Over my legs, lie down with death.
Hello?
We kiss his blackberry mouth, stains my nightgown. I wrap my legs around and it tastes like life.
Ooh, I love the harmony.
Shatter in the night.
Ooh, the way she sings.
Show me the way.
What?
This feeling leaves.
Feels like spelling. The little lightness.
Shimmering landscape.
Oh, is this the climax?
Forever in the sun. I tear off my nightgown and run naked through the town.
Hello.
Taking constellation.
Oh, it's almost like a weird trip. The sounds.
Showed up drunk and insane when I asked what I could offer them.
Oh, it feels very much a good trip.
They asked which child. How would we know?
No. Wait, this is sick.
The kick, the need.
She's so theatrical. Oh, I love those little hopeful sounds. Like, just softening it.
Sigh beyond reason. Ruinous thing. A stranger came to my door. I have many, many more.
It almost feels holy. Talk about holy.
I came to a clearing full of wailing and keening, a well of tears that never runs dry. Thrust my fists in the ground, and the earth made a moaning sound. Something shudder deeper, deeper down. And I met every
Now that was deep. What a journey, a song.
They don't scare me after all. There's nobody more monstrous than me. Than me.
Wow. Do you remember when I didn't really like Florence and the Machine? I was so silly, wasn't I? What is going on? This album is so different, but it's Florence in every way. It's Florence in every way, but it's so freaking different. You know, it's got these. It's taking me there. She's always taken me to a place, always. But this has it is like listening to a full sort of theatre production almost. It's like a long journey-ish feeling, especially that song. It had so many layers and levels, let's say. It was started very horny, I felt, and very sexy. And then it ended very oh, la-di-dee, la-di-doo, la-di-dum. How do I explain the feeling? Sorry, let me think. It ended in a sort of hopeful way. I don't know, actually. I need to look at the lyrics. Open my legs, lie down with death. We kiss, we sigh, we sweat. Okay, she doesn't do it like that, but you get it. His blackberry mouth stains my nightgown. I pull him close. That's interesting, his blackberry mouth. It sounds dark, actually. Because, yes, blackberries do stain, but why is his mouth staining the nightgown? Sounds a bit scary. I pull him close, wrap my legs around, and it tastes like life. Is it I don't know, some sort of devil? I don't know, let's click it. I need to know, that sounds scary. So yeah, she said, the closest I came to death was trying to make life. Yes, I did think, is it something like, open my legs, lie down with death? We kiss, we sigh, we sweat. She's going through the motions of what is happening, with the pregnancy. His blackberry mouth, is that her blood? You know, is his blackberry mouth actually her blood? And it's almost like a devil, doing it to her. The closest I came to death was trying to make life, and you don't get that without desire. Okay, Yeah, of course. There was a lot about desire. And where was this feeling going to lead me? It did feel really magical. I was really excited to try and start a family. I'd wrestled with it on King. Oh yeah, I had wrestled with it in Dance Fever, and it felt like this exciting moment. It's a sort of grief that experience has taken from me. Yeah, like how could something so desirable and wonderful and like beautiful end in something so horrific? Yeah, I get it. And it makes you then feel terrified to do it again. It might even put you off intimacy because of the fear of it, you know? I can understand how that could be a thing. Shimmering landscape, I widen my eyes. Can I keep all this beauty forever inside? In a way, that could also be like, you know, I said like a climax because we were thinking sexy stuff before, okay? So it felt like woohoo, you know. You get it. But actually, could it be that like when you're so close to death, you vision like this beautiful place and you're like, wow, that's wonderful, you know? Can I be there forever? Maybe something like that. I tear off my nightgown and run naked through the town, run through rain, run through fog, taking consolation in cats and dogs and things that cannot speak. Ran to the ancestral plane. Maybe this is her out of body sort of death, near death experience as well. I said it sounded trippy, but really it could be like her, nearly dying. When I asked what I could offer them, they said gin and tonic or lithium. I asked, which way should I go? Which way should I go? Should I live? Should I die? Through cigarette smoke, they said, child, how would we know? You make that choice. We can't tell you what you're going to do. You're going to have to make that choice. Show me the way. This feeling leads, the ache, the kick, the need, okay? Desire beyond reason, ruinous thing. A stranger came to my door and I welcomed him in. My feet are bleeding, but I cannot stop. I have many, many miles yet to cross. Oh, I'd like to look at that. Here, Welsh references Robert Frost's 1923 poem, Stopping by the Woods on a Snowy Evening. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep and miles to go before I sleep and miles to go before I sleep. This poem is commonly interpreted to be about death or a brush with death. In the context of Welsh's own near-death experience, the promise that she must keep to herself is performance, despite the ways it damages her, including a broken foot and internal bleeding. Ooh. Interesting, very interesting. I came to a clearing full of wailing and keening, a well of tears that never runs dry. The women said, we've been waiting to meet you. It's only a matter of time. Thrust my fists into the ground and the earth made a moaning sound. I could feel something shudder deeper down. Wow. I wonder what that means. God, this is going to be a long video because I'm like really wanting to see it all, but maybe I should wait for some of it if I do actually react to the, I'm sure she'll talk about a lot of this stuff in her interviews and I would like to do that on stream. Not today, but I would like to do that another day. I think I knew once I listened to the album, I might want to do something like that if you guys are up for it. Let me know. Are you guys up for that? Hello! Oh, yeah, don't spoil it. But yeah, would you guys be down to watch me watch the interview at some point? Because I don't want to read too much into every detail if I'm just going to hear it again in the interview. It would be good to do. Yeah, I know. Yes, you're like, yeah, I suggested it. I do really want to, but it'd be really nice if there could be other people. I reckon there will definitely be people interested. I don't know why I'm thinking they won't. It's Florence and the Machine. But, yeah, so it's going to be, I think that might be the best thing to do because if I go through every lyric now, I'm going to tire myself out and I want to hear all the music. Yay. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is great news. Love it. Yeah, it's sounding really deep and meaningful though. And I hope am I touching on the right thing here? With the things I was saying with the lyrics then, I felt like I was kind of cooking, but you don't know fully, Oh, I'm going to be crying. I already know I'm going to be crying. I'm going to be crying my bloody eyes out. I'll make sure not to wear any eye makeup when I react to the interview. I'll make sure. Right, I'm opening my next drink, by the way. Also, I'm having a little drink. I got these little ball things. They're like little cocktails, and I was meant to use them a couple on the weekend, but I forgot to. So I thought, why not have a couple now? I'm starting with an espresso martini because I thought, oh my gosh, if it's got espresso in it, I don't want to be awake all night. So I'll have that one first, not last. I thought it'd be fun to have a little little drinky poo as we all do the stream. I don't usually do stuff like that, but it feels a bit different when you're streaming, because when you're doing a video, you're technically drinking alone. You know what I mean? But when you're doing a stream, it's like I'm still chatting with you as well, so it's like social. More of a social thing, you know? Not much of a lone drinker. I'm not even much of a drinker, full stop, to be honest. This one, guess what this flavour is? Guess what it is? It's chili mango. Also, there's it just shows it is hot in here because the amount of condensation on this. What if I have to run to the toilet? What if I have to run to the toilet after this one? I think I'll be okay, but chili mango. Sounds like a chutney or something. Okay, I'm actually so interested in what this interview is going to be like. I'll probably do it this week. Next one is called Sympathy Magic. I actually had no idea this is what the album is going to be like, so it's actually just like so powerful. And after everything I'd said on one of the greats about that real woman feeling, and I already mentioned this, but it is kind of crazy that what a lot of the album is about something so deeply devastating for a woman. That I was so right in saying it felt vulnerable listening to that song as a woman. But anyway, yeah, Sympathy Magic, let's go. I'm glad I clocked it. The wind. Okay. Wow.
Memory fails me.
Ooh.
Names and faces blur. Or before. Am I so different? Have I changed? I do not recognize my face. It's tugging at me all the time, chewing on a feeling and spitting it out. Anxious and ashamed. Vague humiliations of fate. I do not find worthiness and virtue. It didn't keep me safe.
Interesting.
Like you told me that it would.
Wow.
A terrible gift.
Wow.
Let the chorus console me. Sympathy magic. And light coming in the window just so. And the wind through my fingers, the only God that I know. Head high, arms wide, aching, aching, aching.
Ooh.
And alive.
Wow.
And alive.
Wow. It's giving me Aurora. You know, like that feeling, the triumph.
To be worthy,
It didn't keep me safe.
Like you told me that it would. Till I'm losing my mind. Till I can't.
I love the way she says that.
Come on, I can take it. Give me everything you got. What else? What else? What else?
I love that.
Come on, I can take it. Give me everything you got.
What the hell? Oh, her little trills. Sympathy Magic. If anything, even if I don't look for the lyrics of this one, I need to look at that. It might tell me a lot. I feel like, I don't know why, but I have a really strong feeling that that's like a fan favourite. I don't know why, I just feel like a lot of people love Florence's like big songs that feel kind of like that, basically, that real special, triumphant, wide, beautiful feeling. Whereas like for me, they're not actually my favourite type of Florence songs. Maybe that's just because I'm a dark, sad girly. You know what I mean? But I still can appreciate it and love it I can still appreciate and love it. It's just never going to be like my favourite. But I know the fans love it. And I can understand why. And maybe it's just because I don't have anything good inside of me. Oh, that's probably why. No, but you know what I mean? But it is actually so beautiful. And then like the little trills in her voice and the way it does make you feel is powerful. But I am really like thinking, what does Sympathy Magic mean? And it has a music video, this one. I'm actually really excited. Yeah, see, like, some of the comments here, like, this made me cry, it's so beautiful, and religious experience, which is so understandable. You know I've never been a huge Shake It Off fan or, like, You Got the Love fan, you know what I mean? That's just not me. But this one I feel like I could listen to over and over and over again because it is actually so beautiful and wonderful and like has something to it that does get to me. It's just, yeah, not my favourite so far. Sympathetic magic is a sort of magic that is supposed to connect you to another person. Okay, so the idea of sympathetic magic is like you say something while you're baking bread and it like, then you give it to the person. Oh, so like if you're baking bread, you say something while you're baking that bread, and then when you give it to the other person, you're giving the energy that you put into that bread to that person. It's about making a connection, but I misheard or misread it, so I was like, oh, sympathy magic, but actually that sort of feels better. I think that's what songs are. If they have a magic... Sorry, what songs are, if they have a magic, is about making a connection with someone. So it was a sort of the magic of connection and what that can do when you've been through something. Yes, got that. I've absolutely got that. Nice. Okay, so yeah, she very much knows how to connect with her listeners and she connects to people's emotions. We always understand her. Even if we haven't gone through what she's gone through, we can always understand her pain and what she feels. And if you have gone through what she's gone through, it's even more potent. Yeah, crazy. God, I don't know why I'm so boiling. I literally, maybe I feel like I'm going through the menopause, guys. I know I'm 30, but I think I actually am. Talking about womanly stuff, I think I'm going through the menopause. What if I am? Oh... Well, yeah, because I've been having really weird feelings recently of like, when my period ends, I keep getting like panic and like despair and nihilism and existentialism. And then within a few days, I'm absolutely fine again. And I'm like, what? I never used to have this. I think I'm perimenopausal. I know I am. I know I am. It's crazy. Let's not manifest that. All right, I am going to move on. Right, song 5, Perfume and Milk. Let's go. Oh, okay. Got 2 chords going here. Oh.
Perfume and milk.
Oh, she's so up close.
Bloom, the falling leaves, the falling fruit, the seasons change, the world turns.
Yeah.
The trees turn grey and the land turns brown in a house in the woods on the edge of town.
Ooh. The way she drops off.
Trying to read but getting distracted. Trying to live but feeling so damaged.
I get that. This line.
Miracles are often inconvenient.
Wow.
And a prayer is a spell.
Wow.
Pilgrimage to wherever you are. Beaten by rain, oh the hope and the horror singing daffodils again.
Daffodils.
And all shall be well, all shall be well. Miracles are often inconvenient. And I am changing, becoming something else. A creature of longing, tending only to myself. In a house in the woods on the edge of town. Well, healing is slow, it comes and it goes. A glimpse of the sun, then a flurry of snow. The rot and the ruin, the earth and the worms. The seasons change, the world turns.
Wow. Has such a rustic feeling. Sort of like a southern gothic feel.
leaves, the fallen fruit, the earth and the worms, the seasons change, the world turns, the world turns, the world turns.
Ooh, damn. Love it. It's got that dark feeling. You know I'm going to love it. And, oh, thank you. Oh, wait, let's stop the song. Stop it now. Thank you. Thank you, Sleep the Duh, saying that about my makeup. I really appreciate it. No, yeah, that one had that real dun 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 dun. You know, it really painted a picture. Do you know what I kept imagining? I kept imagining like sort of like a motorway, like a fast sort of like, you know, all these cars going by, but just off the motorway there being like a little cottage or a cabin with all this like interesting stuff or like dark or deep stuff happening within that cabin, that cottage, and like the outside world, like the world turns, right? The outside world of people just trying to get to their destination is happening as all this stuff in this cabin just, you know, just off the motorway is happening too. It's like something really dark and deep is happening as like regular people are just driving by. I don't know, it is like weirdly giving me that imagery. I love it when like a song, like, because obviously I've been getting imagery throughout the whole thing, but it's like, sometimes you get hit with a really potent one that like is so clear in its vision and what it looks like and what it means and what it feels like, and that was one of them. Very, very cool. It is very intimate and very atmospheric. Yeah, the music video is just like, boom. It's not even that I've like, you already know. It's not that I'm sat there going, right, let's make this music video now. It's there. The music, it's happening in my head. And I'm like, oh, why? Why am I seeing that? Like, I have to try and discover why I'm seeing it. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, she's saying the world turns. She's saying all these things. Yeah, okay. Let's just look at the about section. Sorry, also, I just want to let you know I'm having like I feel like one of my nasal cavities has suddenly like expanded, like freed up space. I don't know how to explain it, but it's making my my neurological stuff feel a little bit like, woo, you know, a little bit strange, but I am okay. Just wanted to let you know that if I have tics or like spasms or I need to take a moment just to be quiet, you know why, but I'm holding it together. It's nice because when I'm streaming, it's like this, something takes over where I'm like, no, come on, let's get with it. Let's stay okay. We've got this, you know? I don't know why. It's like powerful like that. Oh wait, there's like a whole long thing that is in the Zane Lowe interview. So I actually don't want to read anything. It looks like she says a whole thing about the song. But maybe I can pick up on some lyrics and see what I think of them. I don't know. I feel like what I said meant enough. She did mention daffodils, which was interesting. I just know that I loved the way it felt and the visions I saw. And the sort of imagining her in this place, sort of trying to heal, maybe. Am I crazy to believe that? Like, even at the start, trying to read but getting distracted, trying to live but feeling so damaged. It's almost like she's trying to get over what happened to her, but it's difficult because it was a huge thing, but she's trying to live. She's trying to get out of that headspace, of that darkness that she's been in. And all shall be well. All shall be well. Miracles are often inconvenient. Oh, when she said that, can I just say, though, her saying that is interesting because I live my life off of, like, miracles. I don't know how to explain it. Not like a miracle happening, but waiting for a miracle. Sort of like, I need a miracle. No, sorry. But sort of like, this is how I do life, right? This is like a really, I'm just going to explain it quickly, but I'm living my life, doopy-doopy-doo. This is like me at my level, like this level. And I'm like, okay, I'm just thinking about what I want to eat for dinner. Do I want to stream tomorrow? What appointments have I got? And then something will get on top of me. And I'm a deeply emotional person and I'm trigger happy. So like, I can be triggered easily. And it could put me into a pit of despair. Where I'm like, oh my God, now that I remember all this that I'm sad about, I suddenly feel trapped. And I feel so much pain and I don't deserve this, I deserve better. But anyway, what is life anyway? Life sucks, like who cares? Like life is shit and but I at least want to be happy while I'm living it, you know. I'm a very nihilistic person in the best way possible, but I'm very I'm very like, oh, whatever, we're all going to die and it's not going to mean a damn thing, who cares, right? But then it gets bad sometimes, and I'm like, it's super dark, and I'm like, why am I feeling like this? I always ask myself, why am I feeling like this? It's because of this one little thing that happened, but it's not a little thing, sometimes it's a big thing. But anyway, I'm always like, this is bad, this isn't good. And then I'm like, but how do I get out of it? How do I get out of it? I need something, I need a miracle. I need something to like an idea. I need an epiphany. I need something to be like, boom, and then I can go, oh, new idea. And it's usually born out of frustration. And I don't mean that just for me, I mean that for everyone. Sometimes when I get into that deep place of despair and frustration, it's a good thing because I know that's my time to search. That's my time to like, I'm exhausted and I don't want to fight anymore. So I'm like, okay, let's stop fighting, stop all of this, just live in it, but kind of slowly seek out little moments of happiness, an idea, an epiphany, basically, a miracle. And then when you get that epiphany, it kind of feels like a miracle. It feels like, oh, thank goodness, maybe this was all meant to happen. Maybe this was sort of like the universe's way of pushing me somewhere to then level up, right? And then that's what I felt through miracles are often inconvenient, because it's like, it's almost like you have to be put through shit before you get the miracle. I hope it makes sense. See, normally I'm not live when I'm having these things. Sometimes I cut shit like this out completely because I'm always like, does anyone even understand what I'm saying? Oh, whatever, I'll delete it. Yeah, and a prayer as a spell is interesting because every time I get in that mode, guess what I'm bringing out? I'm bringing out the tarot. I'm getting out the tarot. Tarot, spirit, please help me with this one. And then suddenly I'm crying my eyes out. I understand everything. Suddenly feel hope again. The miracles are coming. I feel the miracle of spirit telling me what I need to do, and I'm like, wow, I'm so connected. And it feels all amazing again. But it's usually in a time of inconvenience, I'd say. I don't know. Something's gained when something's lost. Yeah. Okay, so I am making some sense. But yeah, anyway, should we move on? Right, let's do it. Buckle. Oh, no, I like that.
I wanna call you on the telephone. I made 1,000 people love me. Now I'm all alone and my resolve.
Wait. I wanna call you on the telephone and have you over 'cause I'm all alone. It really felt like she was about to do that. No joke. Hang on.
Wanna call you on the telephone. I made 1,000 people have you over 'cause I'm all alone and my resolve is.
That's interesting. I wonder if she did that on purpose.
Even say, I guess it's something that just never goes away. Crowd of thousands came to see me,
and you can reply for 3 days. Damn.
Stupid and I'm damaged and you're a disaster. When you walk into the room, oh, none of it matters. Oh baby, I just buckle, 'cause I know it won't work, but make it ache, make it hurt. Keep me a secret, choose someone else. I'm still hanging off the buckle on your belt.
Oh, interesting. That is interesting.
Buckle on your belt. Then you close the door and leave me screaming on the floor. Oh baby, I just buckle.
Oh.
You walk all over me, honey.
No.
You make me think my therapy is a waste of money.
So true, but it's like funny but true. She's always good at that.
Tells me I'm pretty, I blocked your number, but oh,
oh no, this is devastating, man.
'Cause I'm stupid and I'm damaged and you're a disaster. When you walk into the room,
none of it matters.
A resolution in tatters.
This song, are you kidding me?
'Cause I know it won't work, but make it ache, make it hurt. I'm better than this. Show me what I'm worth. I'll still be here, hanging off. I'm hanging off. The buckle on your belt, buckle on your belt.
Holy McMoly. That is so sad. Yeah, literally it is like that sort of, you know, like that little bits that make you go, oh. But then the other bits are like, ow. It literally, that's so sad and so, happy, funny. It's like funny in moments, but not funny at all. I want to call you on the telephone. I made 1,000 people love me. Now I'm all alone. My resolve is sinking like a stone. What would I even say? I guess it's something that just never goes away. A crowd of thousands came to see me, and you couldn't reply for 3 days. You know what? I so freaking understand that. Sometimes when I'm getting in my head, like, being like, oh, what am I? Who am I as a person? Like, sometimes I've got BPD, right? And I got ADHD, so... You know, so like those two mixed together, sometimes I nearly was like those two mixed together and I was like, that looks like I'm doing something really, you know, anyway, those two things mixed together give you like a very distorted sense of self. Sometimes you do not know how you're perceived. Sometimes I'll go into like deep devastations of thinking I'm such an unlikable, plain, boring person. And I think everyone kind of goes through that, but like not all the time, right? And then other times I'll be like, no, I'm fine. I'm a great person, you know? Everyone loves me. It doesn't even matter if they do or don't anyway. I like myself. But I always do sometimes think like when I'm in those moments of like, am I likeable? I think of all you guys. I think of all of you. And I'm like, well, to be honest, I don't think I would have subscribers or followers. I wouldn't have any of that if I was so unlikable. You know what I mean? And it really does help, like, ground me. It makes me go, well, come on. Obviously, you're liked. You know what I mean? Otherwise, I wouldn't have anyone in my life. Like, hello. But I don't know. It's one of those things you go through sometimes. Hi, ADHD queen. Yeah. Very ADHD, and I can't even be medicated for it. Oh well. I swallowed it weird. Okay, I swallowed it badly, right? And that is spicy mango cocktail. Not something you want to swallow badly. I can feel it in my ear holes. I think I might be getting a little bit lit up, guys, now, after having a couple more sips. I'm not gonna lie. I did not think these things were gonna be so potent, though. I know, listen, I have cocktails when I'm out or whatever, and sometimes they don't even hit. Like, sometimes I need 4 cocktails to even feel a thing. But this is different. Because I'm stupid and I'm damaged and you're a disaster. When you walk into a room... Oh, none of it matters. That was like one of those bittersweet, like, you want to laugh but you want to cry moments. It's like, oh, you know, well, I'm stupid, I'm damaged, you're a disaster, it's horrible. But when you walk to a room, none of it matters anymore. I'm in love with you, please, please, please love me. Or maybe I just buckle my resolution in tatters because I know it won't work, but make it ache, make it hurt, keep me secret, choose someone else. I'm still hanging off the buckle of your belt, buckle of your belt, buckle on your belt. And that's interesting because you could see like a strong visual of her on the ground being like, please don't go, sort of like hanging off the buckle of his belt, being like, please. But also it could have a sexual connotation too, being like, here I am still hanging on the buckle of your belt, like taking the buckle off your jeans and we're going at it, you know? Even though you treat me so badly, you know, we're still in bed with each other, you know? And you close the door, leave me screaming on the floor. Oh, that really reminds me of my early 20s when I had like, well, a little bit before, when I had undiagnosed BPD and I had a massive fear of abandonment. I still have fear of abandonment, but I don't act on it like I did with the narcissist boyfriend that I had, right? But I remember that feeling of trying to block the door, for crying out loud, being like, no, don't you dare get out of here. Don't you dare try to leave, actually. But no, I remember like trying to pull him back. No, don't leave me. And he'd like love it. He would freaking love it because he would, then do you know what he'd do? He'd be like an hour into it, instead of just leaving, an hour into it, be like, okay, I'll stay. And then I'd be like, oh my God, I love you so much. And I'd be like, it would feel like so good. And he would be so normal and nice with me. It's like he did it on purpose, sort of thing. But anyway, yeah, I remember that feeling badly though. Oh, baby, I just buckle. I can't take it anymore. I let you walk all over me, honey. You make me think my therapy is a waste of money. Drinking it down, haunting your city, falling for anyone awful who tells me I'm pretty. I blocked your number, but you didn't notice. Oh God, I thought I was too old for this. I should be over it. I'm much too old for this, but I'm not over it. That's one of the painful things. The older you get, and when you go through, like when I was 29, or was I 28? 28, 29, I was, I suddenly found myself caught in a limerence with someone. I found myself limerent over someone. And I was like, what the hell is happening to me? Why am I feeling limerent? Like, this is really irritating me. I'm nearly 30 and here I am having a freaking crush on someone and it won't go away and I can't stop thinking about them. And when I like a post, I'm suddenly like, whee! And I don't even know the person that well. Like, I literally don't even know them. I don't even know their favourite colour. I don't even know literally anything about them, really. But yeah, like, having that feeling, I remember feeling like, I'm too old for that. I'm definitely too old for that. But definitely feeling like that though, feeling like I'm too old for this, for like this sort of tragedy and disaster. Yeah, sad. You don't want to be going through that again. Whoa, I just read a little bit here. It says me and Mitski wrote that one, and I just watched her sit there and just play it end to end on a guitar, and I was like, well, that's a song you can't touch. I tried adding more production to that song. I tried adding synths. There was a world where it could have become more of a pop song, but there was something about the quality with which she's one of my favourite musicians and songwriters, and there was something about the quality with which she played it. I was like, I want that front and centre. Oh, that actually makes so much sense. It's such a Mitski song. Yeah, I'm talking to YouTube and I'm talking to chat at the same time. So sometimes I'll be talking to YouTube, and then I'll look at the chat as well. I might need to sit down, you know. I feel very like, ugh, not good. It's not the drink though that's not making me feel good. It's the other stuff. My mouth keeps getting... This is what... I don't know who was here, like, a couple streams ago, but I think we were doing, like, a video, and my mouth kept getting salivary. I wasn't even drinking on that one, nothing, but, like, I kept, like... I think I was hot as well. I think I was hot on that one as well, but my mouth just kept getting, like, filling up with saliva. Yeah, he was awful, that guy. But, you know, we were young, and no, he is still an awful guy, but... You know, it's one of those things that doesn't scar me anymore, thank goodness. So, yeah. Right, I might sit down for a bit. But then I might need to have a recalibration. When I sit down, I'm going to probably have to recalibrate my body. Because of how, like, you know. All right. Wait, that is too high. That's still too high. Yeah, I don't really want to sit down, but I just think it's for the best, you know. Oh. Oh, yeah, halfway point. We're doing it. No, I'm doing, so I'm doing it live on Twitch here. I'm reacting live on Twitch. And then I'm going to make a video out of this stream for YouTube afterwards. So it's going to be a post-production thing. Oh, I think maybe now I'm sat down, I'm taking this corset thing off. It might be causing me problems. Oh, what a nightmare. Sorry. Yeah, I think most of you know that I have a neurological disorder. So sometimes it can get a little bit funny. And a lot of the time it's like physical or sensory input that can like make it feel weird. And because of like the head thing with the sinus thing, I reckon personally it's to do with like when it turns to night, like the histamines like release sounds really weird, but like histamines are greater at night and in the morning, so something happens and it like expands my sinuses, the cool air. I've turned my heating off, haven't I? And then my back's hurting. It's a lot of stuff that's going on. So I just have to like, you know, recalibrate. Thank you. Thank you so much. You don't worry, I'm still going to keep going until the very end of this album. I just need to be safe and as sensible as possible. Sensible. I'm literally like tipsy off like 1.5 drinks. But then they're strong drinks. But I think I'm still completely comprehensive, so that's good. To be fair, I usually am. I never, ever am at a state where I cannot talk. I don't think I ever have. Maybe like when I was really young, but not now. Yeah, well, It won't, I can't do this live on YouTube because of the copyright. It won't even play the song on YouTube. Like, truly, it wouldn't even play the song. It would go silent. 1 second, I'm just trying to take this freaking corset thing off. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Okay, yeah, basically, me editing these videos is a lot less stressful than editing my usual YouTube videos, because I don't have to edit as much. I'm a bit more relaxed with it. I might chop up the song, but I don't chop up too much. This one might be a little bit more high production, a little bit more, but yeah, it's less lonely. It's less lonely, you know? Yes, no time to waste, indeed. Everyone else doing okay? Everyone else enjoying it? I know this is a bit of a little break, but is everyone else enjoying it so far? Because, oh my God, I'm loving it. This is such a crazy album so far, in a sense of, like, it's really amazing. It's amazing. And I'm actually really excited to edit this one. I hope it won't take too long, because I do want to, like, do it nicely, but not too... You get it. I keep going on about that. I don't need to go on about it. I am ready. Next one is called Kraken. Like the Kraken, like that big octopus thing. Squid. It's a squid. All right, let's go. Okay.
Sometimes my body seems so
I'm glad.
alien to me. I quiet it down by watching TV. As the water rises up around me, you come on screen, so good looking it's obscene. I put my fist into my mouth and scream. Something's catching up with me, and as it rises to my chin, I should really stop watching, and I start to swim. I grow many arms and legs, and then
Oh, so she's the Kraken.
years that had such potential, kiss them all and let them drown.
Ooh, like a siren.
You didn't see me, just a...
I was gonna wear my mermaid necklace.
Where do you see me now?
Ooh. Ooh, the Do You See Me Now is really quiet. Almost like she is being like elusive.
As I caress your cheek, did you know how big I would become and how much I would eat? So glamorous and ravenous as I drag you off your feet, catching up with you.
Holy fuck. Now this is my one that feels big, but it has that perfect amount of darkness.
Around the mast as your ship starts cracking. Will you be changed? So have I, as I fix you in the gaze.
Ooh, it's so visceral.
Terrified. All of my peers, they had such potential. Swamp, it took them down. Must have more than let them drown. You didn't see me, just another drunken groupie. Pushed you further down. Where do you see me now?
I cannot believe I sat down. It's okay though. Oh, and then like, how dare it do that? Just like, hee hee. Ooh! Oh my fucking God, that's my song. Yes, I literally am obsessed. That was so good. Oh my God, I feel like my mic is peaking a little bit. Oh yeah, well, of course it is. I'm like literally shouting my head off. I'm probably making it lag. I'm probably crackling up I don't know. Anyway, that was so freaking good. It's so, like, it had everything. And like, it had the dun 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 dun, like that moody, dark, like, feeling, as well as this sort of large feeling. You know how I was talking about earlier with Sympathy Magic? How those big feelings is what a lot of the fans love. They love that real explosive, like, meaningful, powerful, beautiful feeling. Sympathy Magic, right? Yeah, I did say that. This, to me, is that song, but like the dark side of, like a dark version of it that also gives that, this is the type of song that lights me up, that makes me want to sing around going, ah, and I'm sure it does that for you guys too, but I'm just saying like that, yeah, it's just the flip side, I suppose. Florence and washing machine. Florence in the washing machine. I'm going to say, from now on, I'm going to be like, Florence the washing machine. Today we're going to be listening to Florence the washing machine. I freaking love that. I'm actually going to say that. But no, she is that good. She is that good. She's that bitch. She's that witch. She's that witch. Yeah, no, that was sick. The way that fell. Okay, I need to go into the lyrics of this one because it had such fun, like, you know, lyrics. And yeah, for some reason, this was my least... Oh, no, so that was your least fave on first listen, but now you love it so much. Nice. It's weird how that happens, right? It's random, but I love when her songs make me feel like I'm at sea in the 17th century. I know exactly what you mean. The visuals are so potent, and it's the way she makes it so theatrical. And she is British, after all, so she kind of gives it that sort of folky feel to it. Even if the folk doesn't feel like majorly strong, it definitely is folky because of the way she's telling it like a story. There's definitely folk to it, if you know what I mean. Let's have some... Sorry, I can hear things going on. It's not in my head, I promise. Let's read this. Maybe I'll put my sunglasses on for a bit. Maybe it might help me, you know, the lights not be too bright for me. These are my prescription glasses too, so I probably should be wearing them, you know? It might help with, things. When I'm listening to the music, I just forget everything. I'm like, oh, I don't care what I feel. I'm just going to listen and enjoy it. Right. Sometimes my body seems so alien to me. I quiet it down by watching TV. Oh, it's almost like she's saying she feels detached or dissociative from herself. Grow restless and grow hungry. As the water rises up around me, you come on screen. It's so good looking, it's obscene. Put my fist to my mouth and scream. Oh my gosh, I can name a few people that I see on either, like, you know, celebrities or whatever that I find good looking, that I feel that way too, and I'm like, God damn it. Some things, it seems, are catching up with me, and it rises to my chin. I should really stop watching, and as I reach for the remote, it is rushing down my throat. I let it in. I start to swim, I grow many arms and legs, and then I start to sing. And all my peers, they had such potential. The swamp, it took them down. And my love, I have to tell you, I kissed them all and let them drown. You didn't see me, just another drunken groupie. So when your hand reached out, I just pushed you further down. Well, do you see me now? God, is this telling like a real story of someone that she might have been with that was also in a band? And does it kind of go back to the song, One of the Greats, where she says, you're my second favourite... She said something like, you're my second favourite icon, or I can't remember what second favourites... I can't remember what she said, but I think you know what she said. You know what I'm getting at. She said via Radio X... She said, it was really fun working on this one with Dave, and I really wanted it to have that sense when the kind of arse kicking that there was, like a Kraken sort of like blasting through. Sorry, it's really hard to read what someone has said because obviously the grammar's different and how people speak is different. It was really fun working on this one. I can't read it. It was really fun working on this one with Dave, and I really wanted it to have the sense that when the kind of arse kicking that there was, like a Kraken sort of like blasting through the hull of a ship, it was sort of about my early, very, very early experiences on the indie scene and like kind of how dismissed you are as a young woman and no one takes you seriously and you're just the kind of like drunk groupie. It was sort of groupie's revenge song. Okay, I guess because I was a groupie. I was just always going to see like South London bands, and I think it's sort of a sense of like sort of a sense of you like you don't. It was so male. Oh my God, that really doesn't make no sense. That makes no sense, you know, back then. And so you were so dismissed. And so I wanted it. The whole period of time felt like this was like a crazy pirate ship that we were all on. So I wanted it to have this feeling of like creaking floorboards and like something coming from the water to get you. I guess it was like almost, I think if you known me from that scene, it would have been like least likely to just such a wild mess, like so drunk, so crazy. And then it's like, oh, do you see me now? I wanted it to like embody feminine fury as well. And I kind of imagined it as like thousands of young women just like screaming. That was so hard to read. But I understand where she's coming from. It's basically being like, yeah, I may have been like this groupie down here at the bottom, sort of like really drunk and really vulnerable and so on. But now I'm up here and, you know, now do you see me? Now do you see me? And like the feminine fury as well. She wanted it to sound like a thousand women, like especially with the that whole bit really makes sense. God, crazy. Yeah, but I say like all the time as well. It was hard to read because of all the likes, right? And then I sit there going, but I can't really say shit because I am always saying like. I am always saying it. I'm there like, I'm there like, and it's like, you know? Yeah, so her older albums, like, everyone knows, I was never a big fan of her older albums, but as the albums went on, though, when I say older, I mean super older. Because as they went on, I started to, you know, it's one of my favourite journeys on YouTube, actually. The Florence Machine, like, journey, how I went from like the very beginning to, you know, where we are now. It's one of my favorite journeys. And also I love it because it's one that I never gave up on, you know. There are so many journeys that I started and haven't finished, and yet Florence, I really did do it. And I'm so happy about that. Same with like Aurora and FK Twigs. I really did it, you know. I know there might be little bits that I've missed out on, but you know, yeah, she keeps evolving for sure. She doesn't stop evolving, and each album carries something from the last with a bit of evolution. It's like human growth, isn't it? How we keep our essence and we take from the past, like little bits of us stay with us from our experiences, but we are different still, you know. And she's done that. She's always built upon herself. And actually, if you listen to her but then if you listen to like her oldest album to the newest one now, you would say they were quite different. However, you would still say, yeah, that's Florence though. Oh, that's Florence all over. For sure. All right, The Old Religion. That sounds interesting. Let's go. Here we go. Sounds a bit emosh.
And the old religion humming in your veins, starting up again.
Ugh.
And I am wound so tightly I hardly even breathe.
Oh, it's so beautiful. I'm loving it.
A lightning strike, a fallen tree, and never
Oh my god.
yourself you see.
Oh my gosh, this one really gives Aurora. It's giving Soft Inside.
Remind me, freedom from the body, freedom from the pain. And it's your troubled hero, back for season 6. When it's at its darkest,
It's my favourite bit.
And I am wound so
That is relatable. Me about music. When it's darkest, it's my favourite.
hands and knees and scratch at the door of heaven. And I'm powerless, I know, don't remind me.
Wow.
The old religion humming in your veins. You wonder why we're hungry for some kind of release. And let your religion
Are you kidding me? Wow, with songs like Kraken and then The Old Religion next to each other, that is pure insanity. The Old Religion. Wow. Oh, that was emotional. Yes. Oh, something I love about her songwriting is how often she starts a song with the word and it's like a continuation of something. So true. So true. Never even thought of that, but it's absolutely really true. It's almost like, and then I was just saying, yeah, like, so as where we were, so, you know, back to what we were saying, it's conversational. It's very much intimate. It's really talking to us as if we know the bit before. We get it. Like, oh, yeah. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Oh, I love that. The song is creeping up to your top 3. It's in my top 3 already. It's definitely. You knew I was going to love this one. Was it that obvious? Was it that obvious? Even the way she said the darker bit. Looking for the lyrics, guys, looking for the lyrics. I said I don't want to do too much reading, but I can't help it. I keep saying like, oh, I don't want to do too much reading. Then I'm like, I need to look. Old religion humming in your veins. Some animal instinct starting up again, and I'm wound so tightly I hardly even breathe. I like that. Like, I'm wound so tightly I hardly even breathe. Everyone knows the feeling of when you are like, you're doing something, and then you go, and you go, oh, was I just holding my breath? And like, you know, that happens a lot. It's like a stress thing. Like, people just hold their breath and they don't realise they're doing it. And you wonder why we're hungry for some kind of release. So tired of being careful, so tired of being still. Give me something I can crush, something I can kill. A lightning strike, a fallen tree, and I'm afraid, oh, don't let it find me. But you can't outrun yourself, you see, and I'm powerless. Oh, don't remind me. Yeah, she doesn't want to be reminded of how powerless she is. Like, things just happen. That lightning strike, it can happen to anyone. Like, it doesn't happen all the time, but it can happen to you. You know, and you can't run yourself, and you are powerless. But she doesn't want to be reminded of that. She doesn't want to be reminded of how powerless she is. The thought of like nihilistic, like that nihilistic view that I was talking about earlier, actually she's afraid of it. It's sort of like an existentialism, and it's the old religion, but the urge remains the same: freedom from the body, freedom from the pain. I wonder what she means though. It's the old religion, but the urge remains the same. You know, like. What do you mean, like, old religion? Is it she's saying, like, it's the tailor's oldest time? It's like, I always say that, tailor's oldest time. Is she saying it's the old, you know, saying, it's the old thing? But we all have it. We have that urge to release. We have that urge to be free. That it's funny because it reminded me a little bit of choreomania. Like, everyone just started dancing and maybe it was some form of release. But it is freedom from the body, freedom from the pain. She wants to be free from herself. And so on, and sort of like dancing, and she wants to be in that space where you're free, whether it be through substances, whether it be through music or dance or consumption of media or anything, or reading or just anything, art. And then free, and it's a troubled hero back for season 6. When it's at its darkest, it's my favourite bit. I just love that she says that. I love that she says that because I've just been saying to you, like, the darker the song with, especially with Florence, I'm always like, oh, I love it, you know? And like literally the song just before, I was touching on the fact that I love a big and grandiose song, but having a slight bit of darkness, it always like does something for me. It was just so funny. It's like she read my mind. Yeah, I'm not going to go all the way through. I think we got the gist. Okay, this one's called Drink Deep. Drink what deep? I'm interested. Wow, very pretty.
Through bramble and briar, under ash and oak, the hidden foe gave me gowns and riches, cut gold thread with their teeth. I went to see them, no, I did not sleep.
Ooh, not
drink deep.
Wow.
skin began to fade. What I thought was a sip was 1,000 tears.
Wow.
Spun was a woman's hair, tenderest flesh, and a cup that they brought up to my lips. Drank of myself, yes, it came from me.
It's gonna sound good in post, I promise. Is she alright? Doing all that? She's freaking, the texture of that. The texture, it felt like ribbons. I don't know how to explain it. It wasn't ribbons though, it was like tassels. So, okay. It was like tassels, but like thick, ropey tassels, condensed on like a tapestry. And like, it felt like they were all like sort of different browns and beiges and golds, sort of like doing this and sort of bending. I don't know how to explain it, but like I was seeing like tassels with the vocal lines and they were all like warm and ancient. Felt very ancient. Oh, that was gorgeous. That was lovely. Ooh, I wouldn't be surprised if Ethel's vocals were in there. I mean, if Ethel was on the other song, why not have her in here too? Oh, you are so right, Curtis. If you love dark, you'll love this. And absolutely, I loved it, didn't I? I absolutely loved it. It was so good. Oh, amazing. What the hell? Oh, I love this album so much. I cannot wait to hear it again, start to finish. I feel like we should do another stream where I just listen start to finish. That'd be a bit weird, but I just want to, you know, I want to listen start to finish and just be dancing with you guys and feeling every moment and like, you know, I don't know. Yes, 7 devils all around me. 7 devils in my house. Oh, love that one. You know I love that one. You definitely know I love that one. Do you remember what I was like about that one? I was like, oh. Yeah, that's how I feel about this though. This is so, these last 3 songs have been like the perfect amount of like dark and like meaningful and like deep. They're like, because it's not, yeah, you get it. It was interesting. Do you know what I kept imagining with this one? Like, and I'm not saying this is what the song's about. I'm not even going to really go into it, but I imagined her like being like in a hut, right? Okay, hear me out. I imagine her being in a hut and like she'd been taken there, like she's in distress and maybe after like everything that she went through and whatever, yeah. But I also imagine it in like a sort of story fictional way. Is it non-fictional fiction? The one that's storytelling? I can't remember. It's fiction, right? I imagine her like being hurried to this hut, like she's got these blankets over her with the cords that I imagined, and like she's got all these blankets toppled on her, and these other women are like rushing her to this hut, like come on, sit her down, come on, lie down, darling, lie down. And like this is after she'd like broken down, right? She was breaking down in front of like a village, right? This is how I'm seeing it. And like the women are saving her. They understand her. So they're like, come on quick, before you are burnt at the stake, you know, for being a witch because you're emotional, right? Because of what happened. And they put her down into this bed and they're like, right. And they're building up this sort of like, not ayahuasca because that's like dark. I guess that's kind of too dark and too heavy. But it is something that is like that. And it's something very healing. And it might be kind of scary, but it's healing. But they're like making up this thing, and you know, Florence is there just sort of like emotional, but like quiet and scared. And they build up this little like concoction, they give it to her, and they're like, you drink deep now, come on, drink it all up. And she's like drinking it, and then she's sort of taken on this journey that like is very healing, if you know what I mean. That's just kind of what I was seeing. I know that seems really dramatic, like, but I did see like this sort of feminine power and like this sort of women saying to her, drink deep, come on, drink it up, you can, it's going to be okay. But yeah, let's just read those lyrics actually. I am going to, because it's quite short anyway. Through the bramble and briar, under ash and oak, I went to find the hidden folk. They gave me gowns and riches, cut gold thread with their teeth. Every night I went to see them. No, I did not sleep, and every cup they brought me, oh, you know I did drink deep. Okay, so it's not like, it kind of makes sense what I'm saying. It's not exactly what I'm saying, but you get the idea of what I'm saying. My eyes began to hollow, my skin began to fade. What I thought was a night was 1,000 years. What I thought was a sip was 1,000 tears. But still they said, drink deep. Yeah, this is kind of what I'm imagining. Like, she's like, everything feels weird and scary, but they're like, no, keep drinking it. It's going to be good for you. But the thread that they spun was a woman's hair, and a gown stitched from her tenderest flesh, and a cup they brought up to my lips. I realised I drank off myself. Yes, it came from me. It was made from me. I still drank deep. I still drank deep. Ooh, I wonder what that means. Like, I still did it anyway. But it's like she knew that she should do it. I don't know. Or maybe it was bad that she did it. Who knows? It says here, so it's sort of going, I was putting on the old, very old sort of English and Irish old folk tales where fairies were actually far more vampiric in nature and actually very frightening creatures. And I was thinking about that, and in some ways how it relates also to fame and performance. And I guess touring is a sense that you are away with the fairies. I like that. You know, you disappear off with this other land and you come back and people are getting married, having children, like getting older, like moving, and you're sort of like, oh my God, I have been dancing for too long. Did I miss my life? And I think it was sort of, as I was writing, I basically wanted to write a straight up like folk horror tale with this one. But sort of as I was writing it, I was like, oh, I'm also thinking about performance itself. And I think that a big thread of this record is sort of like the sacrifices of ambition and performance and what that takes from you and what it gives to you, and the wrestle of that. It's like you find out it's taking from you and taking all your life force, and you just keep going. You're like, yeah, I'll go back. It's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy, is that what you call it? Almost like it's going in a cycle. Like she's saying she's drinking herself. It's like she is, it's scary and horrific, but it's too clever to explain. Does that make sense? It's almost like too intelligent to like fully, even paradoxical in a way. It's something is like that, you know, it feeds itself. Hearing myself read through the lyrics again, it actually just made me think about the lyrics themselves and how they are literally saying like, I was given all these fabulous things, basically, these jewels, these blankets, these riches, and this drink, and by having this drink it made me feel good. It felt like they were giving me something good because they were constantly giving me good stuff with riches and glory and so on like that, until she found out that like some of the stuff was made from women's flesh and hair, and what she was drinking from herself, right? And it's almost like relating that to fame. It's like how they use women to make them money, but by telling the women that they will have it all, they could have everything they ever dreamed of. But really, it's sort of like a trick, almost like the old hag in Snow White giving the apple to Snow White, you know? It's that sort of, you can have this, look at this wonderful thing, all these wonderful things, and then it turns bad. So, and I say about the Snow White thing because one of the chatters said something about how they visualise Snow White, and I was like, well, actually, that kind of makes complete sense. So, yeah, she's relating it to fame, but also you could relate it to your own life, whether it be like a relationship you get into, a friendship you get into, a job you get into, anything. Sometimes it could be that you're being told it's going to be amazing, and then it's a trick, it's manipulation almost. Once you're there, once you've done it, and you know that like this is just a manipulation tactic, you're too far in it. You've already received the riches and the wonders and the beauty of what this drink you know, in quotation marks, can do, right? Because you've had a taste for it. It's almost like you've had a taste for whatever's in that drink and it feels good, even though you know there is so much darkness, control, and lack of power within it. Drinking from herself is almost like she's saying she is drinking from herself as a woman too, like she's drinking from the other women before her who have been like caught up in fame and been told and spun the same tale, told the same lie. It's like she is drinking from herself because she's drinking from others like her, if you know what I mean. But I also think it could be saying something like she drains herself and then drinks again, drains and drinks, like the sort of cycle we were talking about before, about how she constantly is going round and round and round, but it's like she's doing it to herself by going on a tour, going away with the fairies and performing so much and, you know, breaking her feet for crying out loud, getting sick, and then everything that happened to her, and probably thinking in some ways, like, is my performing sometimes a thing that is like absolutely ruining my other life? But then the other life I want is already falling apart anyway. Like, she doesn't know how to stop herself performing, almost like an addiction, but it's also something she loves to do, but it's also ruining her other life, if that makes sense. And I just wanted to touch on, like, I get that in general on like a smaller scale. Sometimes I think I have so many hobbies, like I just have so many different things I like to do, and I sometimes think if I scrapped all those hobbies and then focused really hard on one, like making music, then I'd be able to make an album, right? But because I've got so many things that I like to do, and like even this, what I'm doing right now, talking about other people's music, I know that I don't have time to make an album. I could sit and tell you guys I just cannot do anything until I've made this album, but I would miss you. But because making music is difficult for me, like I always feel like I need more help with it, I find myself falling back into the thing that I know what to do. I know how to do this. I know how to talk to all of you. I know how to do even the streaming now I'm doing well at. You know, it that's easier to me. Me figuring that out was easier than me trying to produce an album on my own, even though that is still the dream. So maybe for Florence it feels like, well, performing is what I love to do and it's an easy thing to do, and I would miss you if I don't do it. And really, I'm doing it as well because the other bit seems really, really hard. And look, I tried to do it, but it failed. It failed. The relationship failed. The pregnancy failed. It all failed. But is it because performance got in the way to some degree? You know, is the thing that you're using to sort of take you away from the difficult things, the things that is making the difficult things even more difficult. I really hope that makes sense. But I think for me, I say, oh, I don't have time to make an album, but that's because I prioritize making videos. And I prioritize making videos because I find making an album to be quite hard, even though I really do want to do it and enjoy it. I just know I need more help. And maybe that in Florence's situation, that's it too. She would need more help, something to actually help her have that other life. But in the industry she's in, she's never going to be told, yes, settle down and have a family. She's always going to be told, no, 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 you can do it all. You can have it all, which we'll lead on to soon. Yeah, 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 yeah. Like a snake eating its tail, the symbol of cycle. I think we're going to have the final one. This flavour is Tequila Rita. I'll tell you what, guys. I probably won't even finish this one, but I'm gonna have a sexy pizza after this as well. I'm so hungry. But anyway, really cringy, everyone. But my middle name, I don't even know why I'm even telling you. I might have already said it before, but my middle name is Margarita. Yeah. Funny, I just said I'm having pizza after this. Did I say I'm having pizza for it after? Yeah, I did. I won't be getting a margarita, but I'm basically drinking a margarita. Let's try and open this. Yeah, my middle name is Margarita. Your grandmother is named Margarita. Are you serious? See, my grandmother, my nan, she was called Marguerite. Just Marguerite. That's why I'm called Margarita. That is actually crazy. That is, do you know what? I am so happy you told me that, because I've always been like, what the hell? Why is my name Margarita in the middle? Margarita Robbie. I love that. I feel a bit more like Margarita Dobby, if I'm honest. Compared to Margot Robbie, I'm Margarita Dobby. I'm Margot Dobby. What a weird... I'm telling you right now, I have never met anyone in my life, no old lady, no nothing, not even a plant, not even someone's house plant, or like someone's cat, or... I've never heard anyone be called Margarita. That is really weird, but I love it. Wow, magic. It's the magic of Florence, I think. But yeah, that's my middle name, Margarita. I don't feel so bad about it now, knowing that it's like an actual name. All right, guys, let's move on. Fern Margarita Stone is listening to Music by Men. I'm excited to hear this. Let's go. Oh. Every time... Sorry, I actually have to stop it a minute. Every time I hear the guitar... Every time in the last like 5 songs or whatever songs, when I hear that acoustic guitar, I'm like, oh. I'm like, oh, that's nice. But it's the tone. It's the tone of the guitar and the chord, right? It has this warm depth to it that makes me go, oh, I'm going to like this. It's folky. It's got a real like, oh, let's get ready. Oh, I like that. Oh, I'm so excited. You know, it's the tone of that guitar immediately brings me in. It's amazing. All right, let's go back. Sorry. Winking at you all.
In every book in the house, notes from you fall out. All the love that came my way, I found a way to push away. I don't want to run from love like I had before. And on the way to couples therapy, put your headphones in. You have a bigger ego than you think you do. Slide down in my seat so as not to threaten you.
Wow. Ooh. Her words, they hurt me.
Fall in love, I do it constantly.
Damn.
I fall in love with everyone I meet for 10 minutes at least.
Wow. And that's why we love you.
And the hurt.
Yeah.
Picking at your haircut. And that
God, she's real.
bad t-shirt.
Gosh, it feels so painfully real.
I was nice, I thought I was kind, until I tried to do something that was almost real life. It's not like what I've seen in TV shows.
Yeah. Oh no.
It's so much harder than it looks.
Yeah, it sure is.
We discussed something called compromise. It's a brand new concept that I never tried.
She's so transparent.
Let it be home, falling asleep and not looking at our phone.
I love this.
'Cause I know how to fall in love, I do it easily. Picking at your haircut and that stupid bad t-shirt. Listening to a song by the 1975, I thought, fuck it, I might as well give music by men. Let's try.
I don't know why that is so funny.
Let there be love, let there be light, let there be a quiet.
I love the way she kind of sighs. Sorry.
Let there be love, let there be light, let there be a quiet.
Let there be love. She's like, love. It's almost like she's exhausted. She like doesn't even want to be saying it almost.
Let there be love, let there be light, let there be a quiet day. And
She sounds tired. Let it be easy.
not be a spotlight standing alone. Running back to the only love I could ever control.
Absolutely destroying. Is she kidding? Let there be love. I love that. Oh, let there be light. It's so emotional. I know, she always like adds something that makes it like kind of funny. It's funny because it's relatable. Like that is, she's so fucking British. I get it. Like, do you know what I mean? It's so British. I've never seen something so British. It's laughing at herself, being like, it's like catching herself before it gets too sad, you know? Like, oh, let's not get, like, it's scary to be as vulnerable as she is being, right? So she's like, oh, let's do something a little bit comical to, like, show everyone that I'm not that far down. Everything's okay. Hee hee hee. It's like saving us and saving herself. There's some level of protection there. And I obviously that might be kind of, I don't want to add that dark spin on it, but it you know, it's there. It's there. I get it. It's so freaking British. It's what I do. Wow. Yeah, I do. I hear the emotion because I'm such a freaking emotional mess. I'm an emotional wreck, you know? But yeah, freaking hell, that's mental. What a song. And like, I don't even have to go through the lyrics of that one. It is literally being in a relationship and being like, I hate you, but I love you, and I'm picking out things about you that I don't like, and because there's so much resentment there. Now we're learning how to compromise. I've never done that before. Relationships are definitely not like fairy tales. Oh my goodness, they are not like fairy tales. They're actually really, really, really hard work. And she's tired. She's kind of like, oh, I don't know, this one's too hard work. I hope she realizes that they don't, like, even me, okay? Even I have to realise that they're not that hard work, because every relationship I've had, not every, there has been like little tiny relationships I've had that were lovely, right? But they were so short and random, they weren't really a thing, you know? What she's explaining here is like so real for what I've gone through in relationships, but I've heard that they don't have to be that hard. And I really hope that my next ones won't be as hard as they have. So I'm right with Florence here, being like, oh, damn. But breaking my bones, getting 4 out of 5, listening to the songs by 1975, I thought, fuck it, I may as well give Music by Men a try. I wonder what she's doing there. Is she trying to understand men? Is she trying to understand what they think? Like, what do they sing about? Are they feeling what I feel? Like, does my boyfriend feel as deeply and sad about our relationship as I do? Like, or is it just me because I'm a woman, you know? Is it just me that feels this pain? I don't know. She might not be saying that at all, but I do remember in my last relationship being like, how is it that I can feel so deeply and I'm able to explain my feelings so well, and I'm with a man that I could not be helping more? Like, I am giving them the platform to speak. I am helping them in every way to express themselves. I am literally there with open arms, ready for them to express to me and communicate with me how they feel, what they think, all these things, and they simply cannot do it. It was exhausting. And I just thought, maybe they don't feel like I do, you know? Maybe it's just because he doesn't comprehend emotions like I do. But I just thought, no, he must, though. He has to. I just don't think he's able to communicate it no matter what. And it was frustrating, but it was also sad. And it made me believe that I'm never going to find someone, because I believe I'm sometimes too overly aware, too emotionally intelligent. Like, I'm not even trying to, it's not even a flex. Like, seriously, it's almost, it pisses me off, you know? Sometimes I feel like I'm too emotionally intelligent to be truly loved, or to truly love and accept someone, because I need someone up there with me on that level. I don't know. It's difficult sometimes. That's why life feels like such a burden. Sorry. That was about when she literally broke her foot on stage on Dance Fever tour and still only got 4 out of 5 review. And probably reviewed by shitty straight men who do not understand. That's crazy. Oh my God, I can't believe she dances so hard that she breaks her feet. She's just up there like, woo, snap, snap. That's awful. I think she's trying to also understand why they can do less and receive more recognition. Absolutely. Of course. No offence, but I've never been a fan of 1975. Do you know what? I don't even think I know any songs by them, but I know I don't like them. Reason being, actually, is that my friends, when they played a show kind of near where I am, my friends had to like clean their like dressing room, and it was a shithole. They literally purposely made it bad. Like they literally like smashed glasses, or they weren't even in there that long, and they ruined the place. And my friends had to clean up after them. And then she said when she heard them, they were just terrible and just like rude and weird. And I was like, oh, I've heard too many things about this. And wasn't he like Matty Healy, like snogging random fans and stuff? Like, I don't know. He sounds like an absolute idiot. Really weird guy. Sorry, I'm saying it. I don't even care. I don't like him. I don't like him, all right? Hi, Chair. Okay, I'm so hungry. I can't wait to eat. Look at me. Hello.
Hello.
I don't know if Monique.
Yeah.
You know the lip colour. Oh, right, forget about the hair. Obviously, the hair's gone crazy now. But you know this lip colour?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Does it suit me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, good. I'm not used to doing it like this pale. I feel like a pail of water. A pail of milk, actually. That's how pale it is.
Oh, God. You always make it to do with, like, an edible thing.
Is it always edible?
Carton of milk.
What do you mean
It's
always?
always-
I only did it the other day.
It's always milk.
It was... She said someone's name was... What was it? Carter. And I said, oh, carton of milk.
It's always milk.
And that was one thing I did yesterday. That was it.
Always that one time. Let me give you
Oh, yeah. Without the lip liner, this would look awful.
Oh, absolutely.
It would look absolutely like back in Chavy. It would just be Chavy.
Got lovely shower hair.
Shower hair. And he can't wait to do shower hair on my hair.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've got chlorine hair. But anyway, let's do it. Let's do it. You can have it all, baby. Let's go. Oh, no, don't you start with that chord.
Sit in salt water, calling a vision.
Wait, I have to say
of my...
that. That very like almost identical chord sound, whatever, notes, whatever, is so similar to this song that I am in love with from like a very, very like literally a song that was made years ago from a college band that I was in college with this band, and they did this sick song that I still listen to this day. So that chord coming in, it made me think of that immediately, and I was like, oh, that was almost like shocking, like, because it felt so good. Okay, let's go back. Sorry. It's the little on top of it.
Sit in salt water, calling a vision of my daughter. Light a candle. Place.
Wait, no, I'm not even fucking kidding around, actually. I have to show you. This song I'm on about goes dun 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 dun, or like dun 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 dun. Obviously, I only have one voice. I don't have like 3 strings, but it sounds so similar. Let me just quickly. I know it might be a bit annoying, but I am annoying, aren't I? I am a bit annoying. I am an annoying person, in the best way. Sorry, I'm skipping through. Okay, wait. Ready? You already heard a little bit there. Ready? I love how I'm showing like my friend's college band on a Florence and the Machine video. Yeah. You get the idea. anyway, sorry. That's actually crazy that like that popped into my mind. I know, it's so good. No. I'll give you like literally, they were, okay, I'm just going to tell you, they were 17. They were 17 when they wrote that. Actually, when I saw them first play it, the drummer was 16. 16 years old. It's insane. They were insane. Like, I don't even know how, they found each other in college. You know what I mean? Yes, of course. It's called, right, the band, this is so random that, so random, but imagine them seeing this now being like, oh, what? I've literally not seen you in like, God knows how many years. Yeah, random detour. And how funny that I'm doing that like in a Florence video. But it like, you know what I mean? That song, the Florence, I feel like it wasn't even like a string. It was like a different instrument being played on top of the Florence one that made it sound like that. But maybe it was the chord itself. I'm not entirely sure. Literally distracted by distraction. Ugh. Literally, I know. Right, okay. Now let's go back to Florence now. It's similar, isn't it? Is it the same?
Sit in salt water, calling a vision of my daughter. Place my grief upon
It's so gentle
the
though,
altar.
isn't it?
A bird in my hand. I used to think I knew what sadness was.
Whoa, I was wrong. Yeah.
Piece of flesh. Am I a woman? No. Thick in the sky, the air smells of fruit and smoke. The season is ripe. Move the furniture about. Try and control what I can. Slip through my head.
Oh, this sound on the side here.
You can have it all.
Wow.
You can have it all.
Wow.
And buried a scream, and from it grew a bright red tree shining. Who can hear it?
Damn. This one. I cannot wait to listen to this album all the way through.
And from it grew a bright red tree shining with jagged leaves. Can hear it.
Ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Hang on.
You can have it all. You can have it all. No. Tree grows tall. Am I a woman? No.
You're a goddess. You are not just a woman. I know, I get what she's trying to say, but like, what the hell? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That is so good. The way that pulled back a little bit, and I was like, ready, guys, ready? And it was like, oh, no, there's still a little bit more, still a little bit more. Just a, you can have it all. Just so, whoa. Wow, wow, freaking wee. That is crazy. That song. What do you guys think of that song? That's insane. What? I didn't even like catch everything she was trying to talk about, but like I got some of it. I sit in a salt water, calling a vision of my daughter. Light a candle, place my grief upon the altar. Oh, this is very, very raw, guys. Bird in my hands, a flower, a song. I used to think I knew what sadness was. I was wrong. Ugh. Ow. Oh, everyone like has their own experience of that. Like everyone has their own experience of that, especially as you grow older, right? We all have that experience of what the hell, I thought I knew what sadness was. Damn, I was wrong. This is way worse. And you know what? I'm afraid it will happen again. It probably will. But I also do think there is that big sad, like the big one. And it usually, oh yeah, it's grief that will do it to you. Because grief isn't just being sad of what you lost. Grief is guilt, shame, complete like an utter guilt and shame that can come with it. And it's also just anger. You know, it's anger, it's despair, it's so many things, and it's all the really horrific ones. It's heartbreak. Grief is it's not just one word. It encapsulates every dark feeling you can feel, and it is all because of losing something or someone, which is like insane to think about. Even me, who doesn't even like have a huge desire, like lust for life, right? I'm not saying I hate life, I just don't have a huge like lust for life. I'm not like, wow, I love my life, I love living, right? I'm really not trying to be really super depressive here. I don't feel like that way at all. But even me, like, I feel like grief is what brought me here, actually. Grief is the exact thing that brought me to this sort of way of being, how I perceive life. Grief is what made me this way. So, yeah, grief is one of the most powerful darknesses there is. Super sad. Okay, let's keep reading though. A piece of flesh, £1,000,000. Am I a woman now? The crescent moon, an apple sliced, fig in the sky. The air smells of fruit and smoke. The season is ripe. I stay in the house, move the furniture about, try and control what I can, and feel the world slip through my hand. Wow. She's like trying to control what she can. Like she's moving the furniture about, being like, okay, let's just put that there, da, da, da. Because it is, you can't control it. Like what's happened has happened. And then she says, you can have it all. I wonder why she says you can have it all. Florence sarcastically taunts the stereotypical idea that female artists are told that they can achieve anything they want: a career, a stable relationship, a family. Okay. That's why it feels so powerful. You can have it all. It's so like, it's sarcastic, but it's just like, it feels grand. Saying you can have it all feels like such a grand thing to say. It's almost like a world of hope, a world of everything that you could have, but it's not real. You can't have it all. Is what she's saying and how she feels. Dug a hole in the garden and buried a scream, and from it grew a bright red tree, shining with jagged leaves, and when the wind blows you can hear it. I wonder what that means. So yeah, Florence describes her experiences of her ectopic pregnancy. My cat is crunching his little biscuits next to me. I was like, what's that sound? Okay. And a manner in which her wishes for a family were ripped from beneath her as a violent process. Reflecting on it with saying no, she states, how you can have it all embodies the scream of her goals, being a performer and mother being violently snatched from her grasp. Oh God, when I watch that interview, it's going to be really upsetting. It's going to be really upsetting. I don't even want to read any more of that, but yeah. I'll definitely read more of it, won't I? I'll see more of it when we watch the interview, but super sad already. It's just super sad. Whew. And that was the penultimate track too. Okay, this is the last song. Please do let me know in the chat if you want to watch the music videos today. Like I said, I'm happy to do so. But just want to make sure you're all up for it too. You can have it all. Oh my God, sorry. But it's just so good and so sad. Okay, right. Next one is called And Love. Okay. As someone said earlier, I can't remember who said it, I'm so sorry. But how she starts like her songs with the word and now there's a whole song that starts with the letter and, the word and. But also it makes me think it's saying you can have it all and love. Let's see. Or is it kind of like a, and love? Or she's saying, and love. I don't know. All right, let's just listen to it. I'm so sorry. Last song. Gosh, what a hell of a stream we've had. Oh, lovely, okay. Yay!
And love was not what I thought it was. It crept up on me despite myself. And it was not a love.
I love that.
More like surrendering to something, and more like resting than running. Peace is coming. Peace is coming.
Wow. She's saying peace is coming, but it's something that feels a little tense about it. When she says it, like musically, it feels a little like,
And love,
you know?
was not what I thought it was. Or like surrendering to something, and more like resting than running. Peace is coming. Peace is coming.
Feels like you look not really held. It's not very safe. That reminds me of FK Twigs, it really does. What the frick with this harp? Wow. It really does feel like an outro, you know? Rather than a last song. I feel like the song before was more of a last song, whereas this felt like the outro of the album. Wow. Really interesting. Really, really, really interesting. Yes, and it is like a hopeful optimism, but I don't know why, but the peace is coming. For me, it should have felt like peace is coming. It should have felt like a real releasing moment, but to me, it still felt like a bit of doubt. Like in the music was kind of making it feel like there was still some doubt, like peace is coming. Or maybe it's like being unable to accept that it's fully there, being who she is despite herself. You know, I fell in love despite myself. Love that. That's so good. But yeah, it's just another real thing about saying, you know, and love was not what I thought it was. It was, yeah, it isn't the fairy tale. It says maybe love is not about the chase, and maybe it is a projection of a future, you know, where I feel at peace. Yeah. Oh, lovely. So sweet. I'm really excited to watch that interview. Vader's pet pig. You were right. You were right all along. You said about the interview, and you know, at the time I was like, oh, definitely I would try to, you know, because I'm always like, oh, I don't know if I can't make promises. Let's see how it goes. I'm sure when I hear the album, I'll think about it. And yeah, I'm absolutely so going to do it. I'm probably going to do it on stream at some point this week, maybe on a weekend, if I can. What an insane album. Like I said to you before, like I cannot wait to just listen to the whole album, lie there like this, and then sometimes also throw myself about. But and just listen to it all. I know I'm going to pick up on so much more when I do that, but I really think it will take me on a journey. It'll be amazeballs. And it, you know, the reason I feel like as well, like peace is coming, it having that bit of doubt in it, maybe it also reflects, you know, it's a projection of myself. Like I always tell myself I will have peace. There will be peace. There will be a beautiful life for me. But it's so hard to believe when you're not like there. Like, what is it? Like, you can only really, oh God, my cousin said something to me the other day and I was like, oh my God, it's so true. And it wasn't a unique thought in the fact that like, it wasn't groundbreaking. It was something that I've always known, but it was one of those things where it was like, our body, we're always trying to look for, what is it? We're always trying to look for certainty. Oh my God, I'm so glad I got it. We're always trying, like, as humans, we're always trying to look for certainty. So when you like are sat there going, but what if, it's because we are freaking out. We want to find certainty. We want to know what's going to happen. There's some control in that, right? The thing is, we're never going to be able to find certainty in most things. And yeah, I don't know. Peace is coming. It's like, peace is coming. I believe it, and but there is sometimes a little bit of like, I hope, you know, there isn't a certainty, but you believe it because you have to believe it. Yeah, just wanted to add that little bit in there. Oh, by the way, just so you know, there was a 5 second long shot of nudity in Sympathy Magic music video in the first 10 seconds. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for letting me know. Should I just, I think in that first, is that it? Is that it? Yeah, just the first 10 seconds. I think what I'll do is like, I will watch it, I'll cover the screen, and then I will like uncover the screen. Because I do not know what it'll be like on Twitch. I actually don't know, and I don't want to risk anything, of course. Okay, so now I'm going to be watching the music videos. So if you want to see the music videos, me watching the music videos, then do head over to Patreon. I will come back afterwards and just talk about the album as a whole and say goodbye and everything. But yes, this is the Patreon portion, watching music videos. And if you're watching on Twitch, then of course you're watching it for free with me. So just bear that in mind. If you can ever catch a live of me reacting to an album, you'll be able to see me also watching music videos too. Okay, let's go. Okay, back to YouTube. Just watch the music videos. Super emotional. I just wanted to say that like this whole album has been a really amazing experience, and I kind of did like a little speech about it in the Patreon segment just now about how, you know, it is incredible that like Florence can do what she does, and it helps us as people when we listen. As she heals, we heal. I believe anyway. Anyway, it probably sounds really strange if you haven't watched me watching music videos, but I did want to just say in general, it doesn't sound strange because it actually encapsulates the whole album, but sorry, my words are like, I'm so emotional that I'm like, oh, you know, I'm trying to catch myself here, but beautiful, just so wonderful, the whole album. I cannot wait to hear it again, start to finish. It's been a long 3.5 hours of streaming, which has been so amazing. So it's like weird thinking back to the start of the album and how I went through it all. I'm excited to listen to it all again, all in one. But some of those songs are just so powerful, so meaningful. And actually, Sympathy Magic is now really, I really love that song now, basically. I really love it now. I've seen the music video. Like, I don't even have to explain it. I loved it anyway, but now it's like, oh, no. It's like deep. It's deep and, yeah, special. Looking back at all the songs, like Witch Dance was incredible. Perfume and Milk, really good one. Buckle was like, oh my god, Buckle, man. Oh my god, I forgot how freaking devastating Buckle was as well. Kraken, love that one. It was so, you could see it all so like visually as well. And The Old Religion, where it was super dark. Drink Deep, another dark one. Music by Men, sad but also comical. You Can Have It All, oh my god, don't even start with You Can Have It All. Too, it's devastating but so beautiful. And Love at the end to finish it, just absolutely freaking amazing. Obviously Everybody's Screaming, one of the greats, both fantastic too. Just such a good album. I absolutely just, yeah, god, emotional, but I feel really amazing. Like, I feel so good. This was a magical experience. And oh my gosh, I'm so glad I got to experience it live with you guys as well on stream. And obviously, those of you watching afterwards, I'm so glad that you got to see me, even if it's in post-production now, you know, like this is like the video after, like you got to see me here in this moment and everything I've felt throughout doing it live as well. It felt very connective and like, I don't know, very special, very very special. Yeah, and you know I love you all on YouTube. Whether I don't care where you're watching this. I love you all very much so, and I don't mean that in like a super creepy parasocial way, but I do absolutely love you. I do absolutely freaking love you all, and I'm just so glad that we can experience Florence together. Wow. But yeah, I really do hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know what your favourite songs are. And yeah, wow. I'm gonna go and eat some food now. I'm starving and sad. But yeah. I shall see you next time. Bye. Wait, what do? I can't even remember what I do. Bye.